It is Thanksgiving Eve. We're in my new kitchen. Ooh la la. Can we talk about how all the cupboards that are up so high that I can't reach, that have stuff in them that I just can't get to? I need to get like one of those library ladder things installed so I can like scoot along. Anyways, so I have been put on task to make stuffing, to make mashed potatoes, and I put myself on deck to make apple pie. I want to become a good baker. That's my goal. So I'm going to start with a pie. So the question is, what do I start with first? I've got all day. I think I should make the pie crust, and I also need to get the bread ready for the stuffing. So I'm going to be doing a menagerie of things on here today. So hang out, watch some food get made. So I'm going to start with the stuffing first because I need to pull the bread all apart so we can crust up. And because I'm making everything today so that I can just like finish everything tomorrow. Otherwise I could have just left this bread out overnight to let it get stale on its own. So in the meantime, I'm going to turn my oven on to like 250 and then shred this guy. I got an Italian round loaf. It's like 1.5 pounds. I'm just going to rip it up into like craggy little bits and dry it cooking. And my kid's hungry, so here I am feeding her. She takes her sweet ass time on this bottle. Well, good thing is maybe my bread will be dried out by the time she's done. I lied. I actually put my oven up to 300. Here's some of the bread. I still have like 1/4 of the loaf to tear apart. A lot of bread. A lot of mouths to feed. Get some music playing. A little Thanksgiving jam session. Let's flip this around. See what we go. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Why does it never flip for me? All right, well, let's do it this way. Little cagey elephant. Tell me I'm pretty. So I got a little breakfast sausage here. Maple pork sausage, a little olive oil in the pan. And just put that down in medium and cook up this sausage. This is also off of Bon Appetit. This is Bon Appetit's recipe for if it ain't broke, don't fix it stuffing. So I'm winging it off. Well, I'm not winging it. I'm reading the recipe. I'm not winging anything. I'm following what they did. But I don't have fennel. I could not find fennel. So I'm omitting fennel from my recipe. I usually honestly just eat like stovetop stuffing. That is my favorite thing. I want to be buried with stovetop stuffing. So I'm going to give this a whirl this year. I've added a little vegetables to my butter along with this. We don't need it in there. This is 1 large onion and 4 stalks of celery. I'm going to soften this up in my pool of butter. Half a cup of white wine, which I didn't actually get to document because the baby started crying and she needed me. She woke up from her nap. Anyways, half a cup of wine. Everything I just got cut off. I'm going to let the wine evaporate a bit. Only takes a couple minutes to let the wine all kind of cook out from this. It smells so good. God, I love the smell of wine cooking. It's just dreamy. So good. And I'm going to add in, I've cut up a bunch of, it's like a mixture of parsley and sage and some thyme. Here we go. Parsley, sage, thyme, all added in here with the onion and celery and butter mixture. A little salt and pepper in there. My bread is almost dry. Not that you can see that, but you don't want it to be browned. Sausage here hanging out. Baby over here hanging out. Eggies. 2 cups of chicken stock. Whisk this. My bread is done. It's nice and crusty. Nice and crusty. You want dry bread because that's what's going to absorb all of the goodness. So I'm going to drop this with the sausage, with the onion, celery, parsley, blah, blah, blah mixture. That's going in the eggs and the chicken broth. Soak that. I'm going to add 2 more cups of chicken broth. The key here, I've let this soak for a little bit. It's like absorbed all the liquid. I'm like not even just showing you the mess and the chaos that is my kitchen right now. But it's all absorbed in here. I've got a crying baby and we're about to put it in this buttered dish. So this dish is buttered, ready to go. I'm pop it in the oven at 350 for like 25-30 minutes. Something like that. Videos are not coming through, which is annoying. But how about this? My stuffing is kind of done. There's the first go of it. It tastes awesome. And what is going to happen next, once I can flip this camera around, which is just, why is it not flipping for me? In the back. So I baked it, the stuffing, I'm going to cover it and I'm going to leave it for tomorrow, and then I'm going to finish it in the oven to crisp it up. So I don't want to like do the whole thing right now because it'll just get soggy if it's sitting anyways, it's bread. So I'm going to leave it as is, cover it, put it in the fridge, and then tomorrow I'm going to bake it at like 425 for about 30-40 minutes to like get it nice and golden brown on top and nice and crispy, because nobody wants that mushy ass stuffing, but they also don't want it to be really dry. So hopefully this is good.